Oh. So let's talk about it first. Chicken, we're going to marinate the chicken first. This is chicken breast, and in I've got chicken breast with the skin on and yoghurt. And to that I'm going to add...
Skin on?
Skin on.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a reason why, Ruth.
Okay.
A little bit of oil, and that goes. And then I've got the juice and zest of a lime or lemon, it's up to you. Then, I've got all sorts of things here. So I've got fresh ginger, I've got garlic, I've got coriander, I've got cumin, I've got paprika, I've got chilli powder, and all that goes in. OK, and what you do is you just mix the whole thing together. The reason why I'm using a wooden spoon is so I don't have to wash my hands. I'm just being a bit lazy, really.
Well, you mean you want me to get your hands in there?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I just can't be bothered, so... to wash my hands.
You can't be bothered,
because I had to run across here and run back again. Yeah. And I actually made the mistake of saying the other day, oh, I better wash my hands quickly. And someone said, you don't wash your hands quickly, Mr. Vickery. You wash them. Sorry. Anyway.
OK.
Now, if you can leave that a minimum of 2 hours, best overnight as well, the structure changes beautifully, OK? And then all you do...
What means it cooks, it breaks down?
It's a softer texture, so the acid breaks down the protein, like that.
Concentration. It's marinade, darling. Like
Get you, Chef.
Chef of the Year here.
OK. So what we'll do is I'll pop this onto the grill now. So imagine that's been marinating for a bit. So that goes underneath there, and we're going to make the sauce. Now, in this pan here, I have a mixture. I'll lift this up so you can see it. A mixture of cloves, fenugreek, cloves again, turmeric, garam masala, and you put these into a little bit of oil. OK, you just sauté them just for a couple of minutes just to take the aroma out. Then I've also added here some chopped ginger, fresh ginger, and a chilli. OK, mix it up like that. Then you add, very simple, got onions and ginger again. In they go. Tomatoes, just chopped normal tomatoes, skin on, seeds in the lot. In that goes. Now I do add a chicken stock cube, only because I think it gives an extra flavour. You probably wouldn't get it in an Indian restaurant, but I think it gives a nicer background flavour. Sometimes when you taste sauces, you taste onions and bits and pieces, nothing brings it together, and that will bring that together. OK. OK, and what you do is just mix that up and give it a couple of minutes just to warm the onions through. You're not really sautéing the onions, or if Reza was here, so you need to cook them so they're really crispy, darling.
But he just says because it makes them sweet.
Yes, there's all that, you know. I don't believe it half the time what he says. Anyway, and then, here you go. This is the bit. Here I've got vinegar. So vinegar will actually...
What kind of... Like,
any vinegar will do. I'm using white wine here, just to counteract the sweetness of the soup and also the tomatoes. A can of tomato soup. Right, in it goes. Okay. Now, the purists...
Any brand will do.
Any brand will do. The purists may sneer, but honestly, if you were blindfolded...
Eamon's licking his lips now because he loves a bit of tomato soup.
I'm just thinking it'd be a terrible shame if we ran out of time and I didn't get
Don't you worry about that, Eamon.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about that. A bit of whipping cream, in that goes.
Yes.
And a little touch of water, like so. And you just cook that down for 10 to 15 minutes till everything cooks.
So that's now the sauce, the masala sauce, OK.
And what I've done is, after that 15 minutes, I've liquidised it, and it ends up like this one here.
Yeah.
You following, Eamon?
Yeah, cool. All good, all good.
So the chicken would have been cooking for around about 10 to 12 minutes.
Do you turn the pieces?
You do. Because of time, we've got to get a bit of a move on here. So in this pan here, I have the chicken, which is half cooked. Right. So I've given it a real nice bit of colour, but it's still raw. So what you then do is you add the sauce over the chicken. OK, look at nice and thick, and there's no thickening in there whatsoever. And just bring that together and just warm that through for around about 8 to 10 minutes again. OK, and that will just cook the chicken beautifully. Don't overcook it, so you're cooking it in 2 ways. All right? If you can leave it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes before you eat it, all the better. Now, rice. People are asking me about rice. In this bowl here, if you can see it, OK, I've been rinsing the rice. This is what Reza told me to do. Okay. So you rinse this 2 or 3 times. You can see all the impurities coming off the rice.
And is this starch you're trying to get rid of?
All sorts. There's impurities of starches, all sorts of bits. Sometimes there's an ingredient which stops it sticking together, especially on cheaper ends of rice. So you just rinse that off a couple of times. He uses warm water, so I just use cold water.
He is a genius, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
Yes, he is a genius. He's a top man. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
No, he does. He's marvellous.
Now, in this pan, I've got boiling water. I've got 400 grams of rice to 750 mils of boiling water. You then strain the rice, get it all off. That goes in. Now, you get a little pinch of salt to that. Don't go mad. A little pinch of salt, a bit more. And you can, if you really, really want to, add a little pinch of oil there. I don't normally do that. Now, you bring that up to the boil. This is an important point. So the inside is boiling as well as the outside. And you turn the gas right down as low as it will go. and let it literally cook.
Philip, if you don't hurry up, I'm phoning for a delivery.
I keep telling you.
We have a minute left.
Don't you worry.
Come on.
Well, after the rice is cooked, you leave it just for 10 minutes.
Oh.
And here we have it here. OK.
So what's this green?
Now, this is... You carry on while you're
yes.
So you've got the curry here, we've got the rice. That's a toasted coconut chutney.
Ooh.
So it's desiccated coconut, chilli, limes, fresh coriander oil, and you just whiz it up. And then you add a little bit of water to the toasted coconut, and it reconstitutes.
It's very nice, but I thought you would have served it up in a big plate with all the...
No, we're just
adornments.
You've got naan bread there, and you've got chutney. What else do you
again?
want? Now, would you know that was tomato soup?
Never.
I wouldn't even have realised that Razor didn't cook that. It's that good.
Well, he's pretty good.
That's lovely.
He did teach me. He did teach me.
Good man. Good man.